Today I'm going to talk you through how to make this pink stripes cake using American buttercream. The first step is to mix up all your colours. I'm using 3 different shades of pink and a white. Divide your cake up into 4 sections using a toothpick, then grab a sheet of baking paper and wrap it around one of the sections on the cake. Work your darkest colour around the bottom section of the cake, smoothing it out as you go using a palette knife. Once it's covered, smooth it out using a cake scraper to get a nice smooth finish. Remove the baking paper to reveal your first stripe. Chill your cake for 20 to 30 minutes until the buttercream is set. Then repeat the process by covering up the next section using another sheet of baking paper to create another sharp edge. Again, working the buttercream round of the next shade of pink, making sure you get the whole thing covered and make sure you overlap the first stripe. Carefully smooth it out using a cake scraper, being careful not to remove any of the first stripe. Again, remove your baking paper once your buttercream is on and then set in the fridge for 20 to 30 minutes. Then repeat steps 1 and 2. The most important thing to remember when making this cake is to make sure you chill your cake after each stripe to make sure you don't remove any of the buttercream when smoothing it out at any of the other steps. For the final layer, you don't need baking paper, just cover the top edge, smoothing out using your palette knife as you normally would, and then smooth out the sides using the palette knife again, making sure you cover the final shade of pink. Smooth it out again using a hot scraper, trying not to remove any of the previous shades of pink. Once you're happy with your lines, chill in the fridge again for 30 minutes, ready to decorate. For our piping decoration, you want to add a 2D piping nozzle to your piping bag, then fill the rest of them up with your leftover buttercream. Grab your kitchen assistant to help you fill your piping bags up. They may also make the process a bit longer. Trim off the top edge using a knife to get a nice sharp finish. Now it's time to decorate, and it's time to remove your assistant because they won't be very helpful at this point. Score a line using a knife to give you a general idea of where you want to start piping. Starting with your darkest shade, start piping around using your lines as a guide to show you where you need to be. As you work your way up, use the piped shapes below to use as a guide to support the ones above it. If at any point your piping starts to slide off, chill your cake in the fridge to get the buttercream set again. This should stop it falling off. When you're finished, set this cake in the fridge, ready to decorate any way you wish. And that's my guide on how to get these pink stripes using American buttercream. Thanks for watching, let me know what you think in the comments.